Here, the coffee guy. Now I'm going to do the video of how to make coffee using your Mocha Pot. Basically, you need to have your coffee grinds on the finer side, right? And if you've never seen a Mocha Pot, why don't you come a little closer? Mocha Pot has three pieces. One is where you put the coffee grinds. Two is where you fill the water, which would be up to that little point right there. And three is, of course, the main little coffee pot, which is where the coffee is going to end up when you're done cooking it. It's going to bubble here, go up through the coffee grinds there, be forced up into the upper chamber here, and when you're done, this whole area here will be full of some really, really amazing, full-bodied, yummy coffee. So, I've already grinded some beans over here. I'm going to put the beans that I've grinded into the bean holder, to the filter area they call it. Yeah, give it a little tap. There we go. And this is some really amazing Uganda coffee, and it's really fruity, and it's really, really good. Going to fill this thing up to this little thing where this is where water and air flows out. If you don't check it. If it goes too long, and it's going to start to, this is, I guess, to protect it from blowing up. So anyway, throw the coffee in here. Twist this thing, twist the top part, the pot, really, really tight. And it does have a little rubber washer down there to make sure that none flows out. Put it on the stove. Turn it on medium, not high. Turn it on medium. And it will boil, it will bubble, and it will go up, and we're going to come back here in a second or two, and it'll be finished, and you'll see how we finish this thing up. Okay, so the pot is started its thing. If you look at the Mocha Pot, you can see the water. I don't want to keep it open that long because it's going to splash, but it is bubbling up, and we're just going to leave it closed like that for another few seconds, and I'm going to listen. Because when it's done and all I hear is like a little bit of like splattering sound, then I know it's all done. And it has basically boiled up and moved all the water from this lower chamber up through the coffee grounds in here and up into the upper little pot, which means it's all done. It's not quite, almost. It's getting there. And it's bubbling. So it's pretty much done now. It's all the way almost finished. Just a little bit remaining out of there. And you turn it off. And of course, common sense, don't touch that thing. It's very, very hot. And voila. Here you have some really, really amazing, very, very rich, full-bodied cup of coffee. And there you go. And not sure if you could see it with, maybe you can, but you could really tell that it's good coffee when you see little oil circles on top. That doesn't mean that that the cup is dirty and there's some grease in there. It means that you did a good job and you actually have the oils that are in the coffee bean. Now you have those flavors in your cup of coffee. Now don't sip that immediately because it's very, very hot, as you can see. Let it sit for a moment and add if you wanted to add a little bit of cream, a little honey, a little sugar, a little almond milk, whatever you like. You could flavor it up the way you like. I just want to share with everybody on this note, since we're talking about cream, don't use that Coffee Mate stuff. Sorry, Coffee Mate, but any of those fake creamers, all that is hydrogenized oil, and then they flavor it. And it's who wants to drink oil? I don't, and you probably don't, but if there's no cream in there, you should use real cream, half and half, or milk or something, or almond milk, something that's better, better for you, something that you actually would want to consume. So that we just covered how to make coffee from beginning to end using the Mocha Pot. Also, be very careful. Don't try to take it apart when you wash it. What I always do is I put it under cool water like this, just to cool it off a little bit before I even try to handle it. I give it a good rinsing over here, and then I put it down, and then I'll wash it out and take the grinds. And I put the grinds. You could always use your used coffee grounds once you're finished and you've made your coffee, whether it be the French press, automatic drip, or the Mocha Pot. And I always store mine in a little container, and then when I have a bunch, I go out and I put it into my garden because it really helps plants. It's high in acid, and it really gives some good pH to the soil. So don't throw it away. It's actually very, very useful, and it retains moisture, and your plants would appreciate that on hot days. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, life is way too short to drink bad coffee.